Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, here we go. Wait, take 47.
Looking to pass first play is Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Yeah. Here we go.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're good.
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Kill.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now that sets up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Right there! What do you think?
Prescott yet again. And this one too low.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Not that time for Watkins. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Here we go. 47. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Prescott. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Kill.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yeah! Here we go! What it takes! Here we go, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why? What it takes?
Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing, Prescott. This one swung out to Vaughn. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
There we go, going to 53. Here we go. Hey, kill.
A give running right is Vaughn. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
To throw is Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hey, kill.
In motion comes the tight end left. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Here's third and a few inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have moved out in front. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now they'll audible to something else. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now, think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw is gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 46. Hey, kill.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Prescott. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll throw again. Prescott. Going deep here for Watkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. After the interception, here's Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now 3rd and long coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
DeMarvion Overshown
Drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.